Hey everybody, my name is Ellyse Trethric. I'm with NFTKidsClub.org. We are taking on the first project in this amazing universe of social good with children and youth on the blockchain. We're going to be finish building a teaching hospital in Burundi in Africa, and we met this amazing connection that Mani knew through his own kids, and I'm really excited to talk about the possibility of working together, getting other kids involved, the amazing benefits that youth can have starting out younger, and just learning more about you and why you're excited to partner with us. So this is Anthony Cosentino, and he is in the educational system. I'm very excited to learn more about you. Can you tell me more about your professional history, things that you're passionate about, the school that you're involved in, and like how you even got involved in the educational system before you came to PS21?
Thank you, Ellyse. And hi, everyone. Like Ellyse said, I'm Anthony Cosentino. So I am the proud principal of Public School 21, the Margaret P. Emery Elm Park School located in Staten Island, New York, as part of the New York City Department of Education. I just finished year 7. Woo! And Ellyse, how I got into education, I looked back as a kid, and I had a series of negative experiences growing up as part of my schooling. Right? Not blaming anyone. It's not about being negative, but just like later on, as I was sort of reflecting and thinking about like, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? Right? Like, who do I want to be? How do I envision myself down the road? I really just came up with, I wanted to create a school that I wish I went to. And I wanted to create a school for my daughter to go to. And that was sort of like my why and my drive. And I went up the ranks. I worked in a few different settings, mostly with students with disabilities in Staten Island, in Brooklyn. And I've just been really fortunate. I've been surrounded by amazing kids, amazing mentors who sort of guided me along the way. And I'm literally just interact with like legit awesome families and staff members day in and day out, helping our kids become their best selves. And it's something really rewarding, fulfilling, and I'm just privileged and honored to be able to share at this point in my life that I really am doing something that I love, and that's something I don't take for granted from anyone. And yeah, that's a little about that. Great.
Thank you so much for sharing. It's so nice to hear so much passion, from an educator and somebody that's, still so driven to do so much good. That these are hard times, and it's easy to get, down and have, bad days. And I'm sure, like not every day is the best, but it's like you made my day better just by that passion that you have and that excitement of doing good and working with communities that may be underseen or underheard. And I'm sure they're very lucky to have you around and guiding them in many ways. So thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it. I'll move on to my next question. So what struck you about this project, about NFT Kids Club? When Mani and spoke, what was like, yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. I'd love to work with you guys to host an event.
I was just immediately excited. After 7 years as a principal, right, and some more as an AP and teacher and as a paraprofessional, like I've just learned that kids need opportunities throughout their lives to like share their genius, to share their creativity. And I thought about, and the kids often share with me, right? We have little focus groups, we have tea, some pizza. We'll sit down and ask them, how's school going? How can we improve? But one of the things the kids always talk about is they just want more chances to share what they're thinking and explain why. And just the idea is like, they just want like ownership, right? Like they want to be able to like be given a task, take ownership, and really like come from a place of like passion and creativity. So when Mani shared the idea about NFT Kids Club, we were excited, right? The kids, like, we wanted to start a gaming program in the school. We started small with one class last year. So the opportunity to do something really worthwhile as part of this program and expanding on things that the kids love doing, and that's building structures in Minecraft, interacting, just like having the chances to be creative and just build something from their hearts and souls and to share it out there with others. It was just like amen and like a hard yes, like right away.
He's a really just awesome guy too. It's hard to, like he came up to me and was like, yeah, I have this idea. What do you think? And I was like, wow, like kids and social good, like that's very meaningful. And I feel like in a world, where NFTs and that realm seems very unsure, being able to share something that where 100% of the proceeds go directly by a smart contract, by an unbreakable smart contract to the nonprofit organization. Every resale, 100% of that always goes to the nonprofit. So people are just continuously doing social good and being able to provide a community with not just a teaching hospital, but an entire ecosystem that really bolsters that community around them. And with that blueprint can then go on and create these other sustainable ecosystems that are full of training, education, aid and conservation sustainability that's really amazing. And I'm very happy to have, your students part of this project in any way. And, I can't wait to see, like what they make in these amazing things that are just, beautiful to hold and we can share with the world, and really shows that you've done real good, and it's very exciting. So,
yeah, the kids are psyched, and to share too, like where people, like when we talk about gaming, so Minecraft is more than just a game or a platform, right? Like it really gives the kids a chance to dream of things they haven't seen, or to just reimagine the world around them or a world for others, right? And just having the opportunity, like to me, like I picture it as almost like a new artist and having like the first art show like on the street, right? And you have your different paintings and canvases around and people to see and to decide if they want to buy this or that. So like just to have that type of outlet of creativity, but then sharing something they really like had passion and creativity in building, right? And sharing that like with the world for like such a worthwhile cause, like it just helps them grow as people. And I think that's like the most important part of it, is that there's a creativity aspect and they're sharing their genius, but then being able to say like, hey, I helped build these NFTs and we're building a teaching hospital in Africa for people that really need this, and the other projects that are going to come along. Like that's just such an amazing opportunity for young people to become activists, leaders, advocates, all through something that they just already love doing. And I think that like there's so much more of an opportunity there than we may even like realize like initially.
I totally agree. And that's one of the questions I was going to ask you, next was talking about the longevity of social good projects like this when you're starting out as an adolescent, as a youth, like how that transpires into the kind of person and the kind of actions that you carry on as you get into your later years in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and so on, and just what you care about, and just how it, can round you into being somebody that really helps to create an amazing emotional and social and digital, well-being for everybody around them. So, and you kind of already, said that, like these outcomes in the future are definitely brighter. I feel like when you can realize that that you're actually like able to save lives with small actions. Like imagine if you put in, this effort for larger actions and what can really be done. And yeah, you brought great opportunities to us to be able to do that with others. So thank you very much.
Oh, absolutely. And let's just acknowledge that all around the world, like there's just been high levels of trauma, right? Like because of COVID and actions and everything, like coming off of COVID, right? As we move forward, and the idea is just like more than ever, we need to make the world a kinder, more compassionate, more empathetic place, and giving kids opportunities to really think and try to understand and empathize like different people's struggles all around the world just helps them learn at an early stage to just open up their hearts and minds to learning about others and to presume less about others and to really just get to know as many people as they can, and to appreciate and love all of the identities that make up somebody that they meet. Just helps them be like kinder, better people. And being part of a project like this just is like a great foray into kids just like building their own global footprint, right? And really thinking about like what can they do in their neighborhood, in their community, their borough, their city, their state, their country, and around the world. And I think that is an amazing thing. And that's that's what I'm really excited about, like with this project too.
That's really great to hear. I think it can be a segue into a lot of new abilities and technologies. Like we bolstered kids in projects and programs 5, 8 years ago into coding, and now they're able to get so many jobs in Web3. Like all the jobs are needed are coders. Like who would have thought? Like and not that it's just so much more significant now, and really being able to show children at a young age that like this way of economy, this digital economy isn't going away, and it's just we're in a lot of build modes, figuring out how to use it best, and in a real inspirational age where getting into small portions like just creating and being able to sell, being able to, there's so many kids on Shark that have their own company. All parental, we want parental guidance through everything. They shouldn't be making any choices, fully by themselves, until they're at the appropriate age to do so, and being guided by those around them in a community sense. And I think is really great, and having parents and family members be opened, onboarded in a way into this ecosystem too, and seeing that it can be a safe place where good things can happen, and it may even be more solid with smart contracts. That everybody can see where the money's going. Everybody knows and is very transparent, and people like Mani and I are fully docs. Like our images are everywhere. We don't have just our NFT. As an image, so people know who we are, and we're wanting to do interviews like this, so people can see, who we're working with, and the good people that are, working with children and really believe in social good on the blockchain, and conscious change that can start when they're young. So I really appreciate that very much.
Absolutely. And just rethinking all this, I can't wait to see the kids build a teaching hospital like in the world, right? In Minecraft, and then having that be like the lead way for like early engineers and early coders and all those things. Like it just like there's too much in the world that truncates kids' dreams at an early stage, right? Whether it's race, it's the schools you go to, your socioeconomic status, your religious status, like what have you, right? And this just gives the opportunities that allow the kids to dream for themselves. And then with with the love around them of mentors, family, schools, just the culmination of all these positive experiences to become like the world changers that they can become, by starting with opportunities of genius and just being good people. And so just thank you for that you do, Ellyse, and for Mani in this program. And I can't wait for the kids to dive in.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for your time today. Your wonderful beacon of light made my day better. And I'm sure that that's, like what you do, every single day for those around you, and the youth that looks up to you. So I'm definitely looking forward to a better world every day with you in it.
Thank you, Ellyse. My pleasure. And, take care, everybody. And, really check it out and give it a chance.
Thanks, everybody. Look forward to more information from PS21 on our Twitter at the NFT Kids Club, and at nftkidsclub.org. So I'll see you all there. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.